AFP Modernization News Roundup, January 9, 2022. Please like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Here is a roundup or summary of news related to the modernization of the armed forces of the Philippines in the last couple of days. First off, the Department of National Defense announced recently that the initial funds for the acquisition of S-70I Black Hawk helicopters has been released, paving the way for it to get closer to the contract signing stage of the aircraft. The Department of National Defense said last month in December 2021 that they were hoping to sign the contract for these helicopters with the Polish aircraft manufacturer PZL Milech this month, January 2022. The contract calls for 32 helicopters to be acquired for 32 billion pesos, or 666.7 million United States dollars, assuming an exchange rate of 48 pesos for every dollar. This breaks down to around 1 billion pesos or $20.83 million for each helicopter, and the delivery is then expected to be made within the next 3 to 5 years. Next is that the spokesperson of the Philippine Army, Colonel Xerxes Trinidad, recently said that the 20 Sabra Ascod light tanks will instead be delivered within this year, 2022, by the Israeli defense manufacturer Elbit Systems Land Limited. Last month in December 2021, Philippine Army officials announced that the Sabra Ascod tanks are going to be delivered within that month. However, there was a delay and no delivery was made, so now it seems the Philippine Army is being more conservative and announcing that it will be delivered within this year. ASCOD stands for Austrian-Spanish Cooperation Development, and these light tanks were acquired as part of a contract for 30 vehicles worth 8.5 billion pesos, or 172 million United States dollars, using the exchange rate of 49.42 pesos for every dollar. 10 Sabra Pander two-wheeled vehicles are scheduled to be delivered next year in 2023. Third on the list is that the manufacturer of the T-129B attack helicopter, Turkish Aerospace Industries, recently announced the delivery date of 2 units to the Philippines. This came after Pakistan was said to have cancelled their order due to the non-delivery of the aircraft. Initial reports said that the delivery will be made on Friday, January 7, 2022, but was later revised to Saturday, January 8, 2022. The 2 helicopters will reportedly be delivered by a special cargo plane to the Philippines. Finally, the Philippine Army spokesperson Colonel Trinidad also announced recently that all 12 Soltam Atmos self-propelled howitzers were delivered to them last December 28, 2021. The units are now undergoing technical inspections, and it is expected that these will be completed this month of January 2022. The contract for these is worth $44.6 million, or approximately 2.1 billion pesos for 12 units, which breaks down to $3.7 million, or 183 million pesos for each unit. Atmos stands for Autonomous Truck-Mounted Howitzer System, and it is made by the Israeli defense manufacturer Elbit Systems Land and Sea 4I Limited. Thank you for watching the video. I invite you again to like and share it, and subscribe to the channel.